All right, welcome to another installment of Fragments of Silicon, the Fragments of Silicon reviews. Three reviews up this week, mainly due to Twitch's fuckery. Petty couldn't get to his game this week, so um, it's going to be a shorter session than usual. With that in mind, and they are all reviews this week, so no awkward, word transitions this time. Anyway, first review up this week is FLAAK TD. Um, Worth noting, in case you haven't heard it before, TD usually stands in for tower defense. FLAAK TD is a special kind of tower defense game. It is an air tower defense game. During the Second World War, Germany was under constant aerial bombardment by the British and US Air Force. The bombing had one main objective: destroy the war machine. And this is getting worse by the sentence.
Yeah.
Because you are Oberst of the Wehrmacht. This is super not good, as you command one of the numerous anti-aircraft brigades in charge of the air defense of several strategic sites, such as factories, bridges, or battleship. Not that you would really pick up on that from the game itself, because, everything is so generic, at least the ground forces, that you
If you're
wouldn't
the
be
kind
able
of
to.
person who recognizes World War II fighter planes, you might recognize some of them.
Yeah. Admittedly, I'm not too keen or hip to World War II aerial bombers and stuff. Like, but yeah, already we're not starting out great because there's no other way to get around this. You're playing as the Nazis, or at least Nazi adjacent units. I know there's a whole argument about where the Wehrmacht stood in relation to the Nazi Party, but still the German army in World War II,
Yeah.
which is reason enough to say fuck this game, just automatically. But as a game itself, it may be the worst tower defense game I've ever played. Because it's in this key here. It's an air tower defense game. So it becomes less of a tower defense game and more of a fragment of a tower defense game, because you're dealing just with one particular type of unit. And it's not like other tower defense games don't have aerial units. It's just, they have a lot of ground units as well to sublimate that. Because in turn, your only units here are anti-aircraft guns. You've got the FLAAK cannons, which is where the name comes from, and the FLAAK Berlings, which I think are the long-range anti-aircraft guns. And that's all you get. There are only two types of cannons. And they retail for 500 and 1,000 Deutsche Marks, let's say. And
Fatherland money is what they're calling it.
that's not better.
It is not better. It is actively worse.
Point is, that's all you can buy. You can't upgrade them. And the only other thing you can do is call in an airstrike at 500 fatherland points as well. So and the only way you get money, more money, is destroying bombers.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does this all equate to? A lot of downtime. Like,
Yep.
there were entire rounds where I literally had nothing to do because I can't buy anything. Repairs are 500 fatherland points as well. Everything's too fucking expensive in this game. Like, even selling stuff off, doesn't really change the fact that, you get too few resources. There's not a whole lot of strategery in general.
Also, its aiming is slow as shit. Like the actual turrets.
Right, I think.
Oh my god, just how they clip into the ground. They are literally floating above the ground. Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, let me see. Oh, right, and they've also got sabotage events. Because there might be certain rounds where your radio goes down, so you can't issue orders, i.e., you can't place more tower, FLAAK cannons and shit down on the field, or like spies will steal half your funds. Not that it'll matter much because, once again, it'll take you several rounds to build up enough money to get in a new FLAAK cannon.
I have just in round 4 finally got enough funds to add a new cannon.
Yeah, so like, and it's not like where you place these things matter all that much, because guess what? They're all air defense units. So they can fly anywhere. And in kind, you got all anti-aircraft weaponry. So it doesn't really matter where you place them.
Right.
This is a big reason why you have land units. So, the path, so that you have paths and you can have actual stratagems.
Gasp.
Like I said, okay, interesting idea to just, go all in on aircraft. Horrific execution on multiple levels.
Indeed.
Yeah, pathing the enemies is a significant thing on tower defense, and you have a very limited ability to do that when they're fucking flying.
Yeah. In fact, that's what makes flying enemies so dangerous in regular tower defense games, because they don't follow paths. Yeah. And also, like, you can't strategize all that much with with your upgrade systems and such, because everything's so fucking expensive.
Like, I'm trying to save up enough to get another FLAAK gun, but like, Jesus.
Yeah. Like seriously, there is nothing to do for entire rounds. Whereas, your normal ass good tower defense game will have you like upgrading your units, repairing them mid wave. Like I said, this game breaks tower defense basics.
And I still can't effectively protect my target. I'm at half health at raid 8. The only thing I can do is possibly buy a repair if I can make it to 1,000 points.
Yeah, like repairs aren't supposed to be that expensive. Like the strategy in a tower defense game, in regards to that sort of stuff is the opportunity cost. It's like, do you repair this or do you, save your money for something else? Here, like it's the same price as a fucking long range AA unit.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's baffling. This game is, quite frankly, shocking in how little it understood the genre. In little ways and in, big ways. Like, as far as pricing goes, it only costs $2. But here's the thing. This is not even worth it at $2. Like, there are any number of tower defense games that I would recommend over this. Like if you that aren't that much more money. Buy Field Runners, buy one of the I-Bomber defense games, etc., etc. Not this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is actually probably the worst game I've come across in a good long while.
I can see it.
Like I said, that's even not getting into the unfortunate implications of you being in command of German military units from World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this is probably going on my worst of list at the, come next year.
Right.
So, in short, fuck this game, fuck the Nazis, and I really got nothing else. All right. So yeah, that'll about do it for FLAAK TD. Be sure to tune in after the break as the Galax reviews Freddy Farmer.